Hi everyone, this is the unboxing of the RNDC58D made by JJC. It's a filter adapter for the Canon Powershot G15 or G16. Now the G15 and the G16 are identical in external structure, so you can use this for either the 15 or the 16. So to begin, let's just unbox. JJC is a company that makes this in China. If that matters to you at all, you'll be hard pressed to find any non-OEM filter adapter that's made anywhere else for the price. I bought this from Amazon with Prime shipping for $16 and change. Now the JJC is a little bit different than the other filter adapters in that it is not a straight tube, so you can see it's a little bit of an indentation here, and it is actually a two-piece or a two-tube. There's an inner tube and an outer tube configuration, as opposed to the single tube configuration that you can find in the Polaroid, for instance, or any other generic filter adapter for the Canon. Now I'll tell you more about that in a second. Let us just attach this. There's a release button here for this metal ring, so you can just press that and twist that off very easily. As you can see, there are 3 small notches here and 3 wider notches. You can just take a look inside there, and you can see that it should match up to these as well, these protrusions inside. Alright, so I'm just finding this out right now. There is a little, I don't know if you can see, see that by my thumb, a button, not a button, a dot on the body of the Canon, and there is a line right there, a marker. You can just match up, save you the trouble of matching up the protrusions inside with the indentations on the body. Just twist that on, you'll hear a click, and that's it. As you can see, the inner component of this filter adapter moves along with the zoom lens by a couple of millimeters. It's not much, but in my opinion, it's important because it keeps the profile of the lens adapter pretty low for your wider zoom, while allowing you to zoom in to your subject with the entirety of the filter adapter. And that, as you can see, let me zoom out. There's no vignetting, if you can see very clearly, but there's no vignetting on the corners or the edges of the picture, even at the widest setting. There you go. For those of you who may be wondering if this at all affects the mobility of the zoom lens, I'm pretty sure that it doesn't, because I've put one of these on before I didn't put it on right. It's a little askew, misaligned, and the lens actually won't open. If you turn it on, it'll try to open and zoom out or zoom in, but once it encounters a blockage or a hindrance, the camera will turn off and the lens will retract itself. So there. Another thing, because this is a hollow tube, you need a lens cap, 58mm lens cap. Got this from my kit lens from my old XSI. I don't use that anymore, so I'm just gonna hand it down to my new Powershot. There you go. Just keep that on like you would with your regular DSLR if you intend to keep on the filter adapter. That's important because debris and dust and little bits of whatever else can get in there and possibly cause blockage in the movement of your zoom lens. There you go. Matches too. Canon. Yeah. You can use any lens cap, obviously. You can have a center pinch lens cap like a generic one or a Nikon one, as long as it's 58mm. It goes without saying, obviously. The other thing is I have this filter, and because this is a filter adapter, it'll allow me now to use filters on the Canon Powershot G16. Now this is a 58mm diameter Hoya circular polarizer that I'm using. You can use a UV filter instead, the haze filter, whatever you want to call it, or any other kind of filter as long as it's 58mm. I'm only using the circular polarizer because this is actually again one of those filters that I have lying around from my kit lens that I don't use anymore. So we're just going to use that. Plus, it gives the added benefit of doing what a circular polarizer does best, which is boost colors as well as do away with reflections from shiny surfaces. You can just pop that on again. Now note that even with the thickness of the circular polarizer, there is still no vignetting with widest or the shortest focal length of the Canon. So there you go. The JJC RNDC58D filter adapter, I think one of the better non-OEM filter adapter out there that you can buy off Amazon. Thanks for watching.